Hello students. Last video we have studied about synthetic fibers. Today we are going to study about plastics. Okay, plastics are also man-made. Okay, and you have seen number of plastic goods at your home, isn't it? So here if I am saying that it is man-made, okay, we are making it. So its structure, let us see. Okay, it can be linearly arranged. Okay, this is also a polymer only, isn't it? It can be linearly arranged or it can be cross-linked. Okay? Or cross-linked. So this can be the structure of what? Plastic. Okay? So this is the linear structure and this is cross-linked structure. It depends how the plastic has been made. So we have seen the structure of the plastic linear and cross-linked. Okay, it can be the size of the plastic can be any size, or it can be of any color. The articles which we see at home, number of things are made up of plastic. Okay, isn't it? For example, you can take the mugs, the buckets, the containers, the things in which we store our grains in the kitchen. Okay, the polythene bags, the tablets, number of things we know that yes, they are made up of plastics. Okay, even the chairs, tables also. Okay, now one thing you are more familiar to, that when you go to the market, when you buy something, the shopkeeper gives you in a bag that is that you call it as poly bags, isn't it? So these polythene bags, okay, these polythene bags, okay, you carry the goods in that, and you can see also it is very durable in nature. Okay, so these polythene bags are made up of what? Polyethylene. Okay, so it means number of these ethene molecules joined together forming the polythene. Okay, so this polythene bags is cheap also, isn't it? And other number of things which are made up of these plastics. Okay, like the handle of any container, okay, the bottle, the plastic bottles, and other like the melamine plates and all are made up of plastics. Okay, so when we see all the plastics, we feel that yes, they are different, isn't it? Like if you take a Bisleri bottle, okay, and if you take a melamine, or you take talk about the handle of the can, are they same? No. Both of them are, the main thing is the plastic only. But yes, when we talk about distillery, this bottle, if you heat it, what will happen? And when you heat this bakelite, okay, which is the container's handle is made up of bakelite, okay. So if you heat that, you'll be seeing that there is a difference. Actually, these plastics, when we talk about, then it is of two types, okay. First is the thermoplastic and second is the thermosetting plastic. Okay. So what is this thermoplastic? All the plastics, okay, which gets deformed when it is heated. Okay, it gets deformed when heated. Okay, so it can't hold that, and yes, its shape totally gets deformed. Those type of plastics are known as what? thermoplastics. Okay, so what are thermosetting plastics then? Okay, so thermosetting plastic does not deform on heating. They do not deform on heating. Do not deform on heating. Okay. One more difference is that here we'll be seeing that thermoplastics can be molded, okay, but thermosetting plastic cannot. Like if I show you this is also a plastic, okay. If I try to mold it, I am able to. So very easily you can say that this is a thermoplastic. Okay, but when I take the example of this, you can see this is hard. So thermosetting plastics, okay, are hard in nature. Okay, they cannot be molded. Okay, and the another difference is that yes, thermoplastic can be deformed on heating. Its shapes gets changed, but thermosetting do not. Okay, so best example when we take of thermoplastics, okay, all the marks you can say, the bucket you can say, not all, but yes, some. It depends. When we talk about thermosetting, melamine you can say about the bakelite. Okay, so these are some of the examples of thermosettings and thermoplastics. Okay, and when we talk about polythene bag, this is which type of plastic? This is a thermoplastic because it bends and it will get totally deformed on heating. Okay. So now plastics as material of choice. Why do we use plastics? Okay. Actually, plastic when we are saying, okay, they are non-reactive in nature. Okay. If you take something and keep it in a metallic vessel, okay, you'll be seeing that yes, it will react with it. But what happens with the plastic? It doesn't. So you are seeing even the chemicals are kept in the laboratories in the plastic containers. Okay, even though it should be kept in this glass containers, but yes, it is very cheap actually. These plastics, the substitute for the glass is there than plastic because it is non-reactive in nature. So anything if we are using plastic anywhere, we are sure that yes, it will not react. So it is basically safe. Okay. Now, when we talk about plastics, they are light. Any plastic would you carry, and you take any other metal containers. Though when we compare it, it is very light. If you talk about the strength also, it is too strong, and yes, it is very durable. If you try to expand it, or if you try to do anything, okay, if you try to break it, okay, it is not so easy, and as the result it makes it what durable in nature. And with metals, if we talk about these metals, they are good conductors, but when we talk about plastics, they are poor conductors of electricity as well as heat. Okay, so here these three factors basically when we see, it makes us to think that yes, it's rather to make the things from plastics rather than the metals. Okay, making things from plastics becomes more convenient, okay, than rather than making it from the metals. With these 3 points, we can also add that yes, these plastic goods are cheap. Okay, so they are non-reactive, they are light, they are strong, they are durable, they are poor conductors of electricity and heat, as well as they are very cheap. Okay, this makes plastic to think that yes, we can make things from plastics. As they are poor conductors of electricity, see the wires also, okay, they are just insulated with this plastics only. The handle of the containers are made up of plastic only because it is a poor conductor of electricity as well as the heat. Okay, so the screwdrivers end portion is covered with plastic. The handle of the containers are made of plastic only, that is the bakelite. Okay, and then the insulation of the wires are also done as they are poor conductors of electricity. And these all points makes plastic as a convenient material that yes, we can use it for any purposes. So because of these reasons, some more examples, the tablets, okay, the medicines, the coverings and all are made up of plastic. They are non-reactive in nature. The microwave, okay, the utensils of the microwaves or the cookware of the microwaves are made up of plastics. One Teflon is there, okay. Teflon contain vessels we use it. Why the cookingware? The cookingware, large range of cookingware of Teflon comes. What is this property of this Teflon? Actually, in Teflon, the water and oil doesn't stick, and this makes the cooking easier. Okay, there are a number of fireproof even this plastics. Okay, and in this fireproof jackets and all are also made up of plastics. Even though we are knowing that yes, they are synthetic in nature, and we have learned in the previous class that yes, synthetic fibers they catch fire easily. But yes, with this plastics, okay, not all but some have this property of resisting the fire, and as a result fireproofing materials can be also made from plastics. So till now we were studying about the plastic, okay, and we were talking about its uses. Now let us see the how this plastic and environment are connected. Okay, these plastics, when we say, okay, it doesn't get decomposed easily. Okay, so anything which can be decomposed easily are known as biodegradable substances. So these can be biodegradable substances can be decomposed easily. But these plastics, they can't be decomposed easily by the microorganisms, and thus they are non-biodegradable. They cannot be decomposed. They cannot be decomposed. Okay. It takes several number of years to be decomposed. That cannot be counted also. So they are known as what? Non-biodegradable substances. So in order to keep our environment clean, okay, and fresh, and with all the substances which the nature has, okay, biodegradable substances goes with the environment. But when we are talking about non-biodegradable, they cannot be decomposed. It means they cannot be recycled. Okay, and yes, if it is not recycled, what happens? It gets accumulated, isn't it? And if there is tremendous amount of accumulation of these plastics, what will happen? It will create disaster, isn't it? It will create problem. So here these plastics are non-biodegradable substances. So every time you see that yes, it is being said that yes, plastic should not be used. We should not use plastic goods because they are too harmful. Actually, they cannot be decomposed and cannot be recycled in the environment again. Okay, so if we are using any other things, like suppose if we are using paper, it can be decomposed within few days. If we are using any metals within few number of years, it can be degraded. But what about the plastics? It cannot be degraded, and as the result, it will create problem for the environment to flow, to in which the biotic life will flow freely. No, it can't. Okay, so it adversely affects the environment. Suppose if there is some garbage thrown at a place, if an animal goes over there and starts eating, that animal will take this plastics also. What will happen to the plastics when it goes inside the animal's body? It will choke its lungs, as well as it will form parts in the stomach, okay, linings in the stomach of this plastics, and as the result, it will at last cause death. Okay, so plastics is not at all advised for the betterment of the environment. Okay, plastic will never cause betterment. Yes, they are convenient, they are easy, they are durable, they are strong, everything they are. But yes, this these are non-biodegradable substances. As the result, it will cause harm to environment, okay, as it cannot be decomposed at all. And yes, if we go on using these plastics, it will just only get accommodated, I'm saying, accumulated, okay. And as this accumulation will result in a great pollution problem for the environment, okay. So, five things we should remember, that is reduce, reuse, recycle, recover, and then again reuse. Okay. So, if we are following these points and we are using those substances which follows these 5 points, okay, this is for the betterment of the environment and for the betterment of the biolife, okay, on the earth, okay. So for that, what can you do? We should not use the poly bags. First, the thing is that, yes, because poly bags is the one which is creating too much of pollution in the environment, this polythene bags, okay. And yes, so we can avoid that, okay. And what else we can do? Polythene goods or plastic goods should not be used, okay. Wherever you are using even a container or anything, okay, we should use the plastics, okay. We should not use the plastics containers or the plastic lunch box or any other things, because these plastics are not at all good for the environment, okay. Nowadays effort is being made that yes, we can make biodegradable plastics, and yes, if we can make biodegradable plastics, then it will be more convenient for the environment. So this is all for today. Good day, take care.